morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. Alright, a few things of housekeeping. Most of y'all probably already know this by now. But anyway, exclamation point Facebook. Get you the link to our Facebook group. Make sure you answer the questions or you will not be accepted into the group. FP69 Gaming, good morning. Exclamation point maps get you to the Trello board. The Trello board is where the links to all of our current maps and mods are. And if you are watching this after it has been uploaded to YouTube, please smash that like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything but 2 clicks. So, happy Friday. I don't know how the Wi-Fi is going to hold out. The weather's pretty nasty and it's raining. And usually that's when I have the most Wi-Fi issues. So, hopefully we won't have that many issues this morning. Alright, so what I had done, I know I did not come back on after lunch yesterday. Streamlabs FP69 Gaming, thank you for the follow, very much appreciated. I always appreciate new followers and viewers. So, I finished the farmland, or the farmhouse that was sitting here yesterday. Grass is done, trees are done. And then this very first field is part of the farmhouse. And then I started this morning before I came live, getting 2 more fields in. So I'm going to get the field markers in now. Let me turn on my script so we can see what we've got going on. Alright, so 33. I wondered if we don't have any larger size fields in the valley yet, so I wanted to make 2 decent sized fields. So we'll get these in. Most of the grass for this section's in. So we just have some trees to finish up. Alright, so let's go corner 2. About there for now. And corner 3. We get this little section done, we'll head in game. Now, see what it looks like, and we'll see what the pricing is, and see if we need to make any adjustments. Alright, so that is going to be field 33. Field 34 is going to be a little bit of a challenge because I added a weird slope to it that we're going to have to fix. FP69 Gaming, you are welcome. I always appreciate the new viewers and follows. We are we're 42 days into a 16x map build. So we got quite a bit of work to do yet to finish. Alright, so let me duplicate that. We're going to go field 34. I always put my map marker indicator in first because I always forget to move it if I don't do it first. Alright, so corner 1. And then we bring corner 2 down. And corner 3 down. And we're going to have to adjust corner 3 quite a bit. Let come up on this end so I can see. Now we're going to have to put a couple of weird shaped corners in and try and get this angle done. Alright, so you're going to go about there for now. Looks like you got to come back towards me a little bit, I think. Yeah. Alright. Now to deal with this weird angle. I hate odd-shaped fields, but I wanted to get at least one in. Alright, so let's duplicate you. Now you've got to go corner 2/1, 2/2, and 2/3. Alright, so I'm going to throw you there for now. And then here's where I always get messed up on these weird corners. Let's take corner 1. Let's push you. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just going to mess around with this for a bit. So I always get these corners messed up when I have to do a weird angle to get the right the triangle in the right spot. Alright, corner 1. And I think corner 2, I think I have to do these opposite. Yeah, corner 2's got to come up here. And then corner 3 comes back. How do I get that weird triangle thing going on? And then where's corner 2, corner 1. Oh, did I get corner 1 and corner 2 on top? Oh, no, this one. No. Do I need to put corner 2 down there? And then corner 3 over here. I always get these messed up when I have to do an odd angle. There is a way to get a triangle. I just got to figure out how to get that darn triangle in there. But this will get us another big portion covered. I just got to figure out that weird triangle. Something like so. Now we duplicate this again. When are you going to put Winston's boats in? Probably not today. I want to get all the rest of, I want to continue working fields and forest and meadows around the canal first. So they probably will not be today. But at some point this weekend we'll get Winston's boats, and I don't have them imported into the map yet. Alright, now I know there's a way to get a triangle. I just gotta figure out where to stick it. Oh, here we go. No, now we're going to have a point too far over that way. I honestly hate these. This is why I don't do odd shaped fields. down here. Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. So corner 2 has to come over here. Yeah, alright, this is looking better. And then your corner 3. You come over this way. And it doesn't matter if they overlap. Now we can finish drawing in our field and get a nice straight line. Alright, so I'm going to go back to terrain detail, but I'm going to go from square to round, and we're going to leave our blue square on, and we're going to have to carefully draw our field as close to this line as we could get it. Without trying to go over or be too far back. There we go. Because they don't give us a round, stupid plane to work with. They give us these crazy ass squares or triangles to work with. Now, once we get this edge of the field in, then I can get the grass on this side done. But sorry, yeah, if you're looking for Winston's boats, it's going to be at some point this weekend, but I don't have them imported into the map yet. Because I also want to bring in my sailboat and a couple of the other boats from the Homestead map. And I don't have those imported into the map yet either. But JK2359, good morning, welcome back. All right, now went a little bit too far. Let's see if we can push this back a little bit. Yeah, sometimes I honestly think the bigger circle's easier. Then it's just a little bit of grass, a little bit of trees, and we'll have the this area done. And then fix this right here a little bit. Alright, perfect. So we're going to call this field done. So let me get rid of our blue field indicators. Now it's just a little bit of grass. And then some trees. We got the Dole Foods Factory released this morning, and then I sent Old Man's Mill to my Patreon members. So Old Man's Mill will be released next weekend, next Friday. Old Man's Mill makes wheelchairs, walkers, and feather dusters. So, got you all that to play with if you want to put a new factory down this weekend. This is the spot right in here. Sounds like somebody walking up on the porch. My sister's out there, but I swear I heard somebody walk up on the porch. And trust me, he'll let you know if there's a stranger around. Alright, so let's clean up the water's edge. Now we should be good with grass on this section. And then once we get this section completely finished, we're going to work on this little strip on the other side of the road and get that little section finished. What I was thinking about doing over there is making one long skinny field. I will try flight plans. Oh, sorry, resting splash 60. Sorry about that. How's it going? My eyes are not the greatest this morning, and the font on my phone, I swear, is getting smaller and smaller. JK2359, if you're still around, I will try and get the boats imported into the map tonight or tomorrow morning so we can play with some boat splines tomorrow. I've been holding off on the boat splines because once we get to the other side of the canal, I want to put in, let me fly over there a second. I want to put in one more waterfall, and that's going to mess up the shoreline a little bit that we have going on so far. But somewhere over here I was looking, let me come over here a second before we finish up that area. But somewhere in somewhere like right in here, I was thinking of throwing in another waterfall. Will be the third waterfall for the map, and then we'll cut we'll stretch the canal over a little bit, and we'll throw another bridge in where this road is. So before I put the boats in, I'm not done messing around with this canal quite yet. But we're getting there. Let's get this area finished so we can go in game and see what she looks like. Alright, so grass is done. We have trees to do, but I got to draw on a few more. Let me get off of that so I can see where we are. Alright, we need to draw on a few more farmlands. Alright, so that is going to be, what field is that? Field 33. So our next one is going to be field 33. And it's going to be farmland number 47, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 5. So I want 0, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Number 47, is that what I said? Yeah, that is what I said. Alright, now let me go to square. And then let's get, just make sure I split the difference with the grass between these fields. I want to go a little bit further. We're going to take you out to about here. Alright, so let's get this next farmland in. It's going to go out to the road. Yeah, take it out to the road. All the way down. I just want to make sure I'm getting a nice square line here. This field will be its own farmland, and then the big field will be its own farmland. Alright, now going in this direction also I want to split this grass. So you're going to need to go to about there, going back this way. Oh, I went back too far, now I can't see. There we go. Yeah, if I put that third waterfall in like a 1-2, that's going to be a couple hour project once we get to that part of the valley. So yeah, top of the mountain's about, center of the map, well, I shouldn't say top of the mountain. Center mountain's about 80% finished. The valley part of the map, which we're working in now, is about 50% finished. And then outer mountain, we haven't even touched, pretty much. So we have a lot of work to do on outer mountain. And I'm going to take this back to that fence and then along the road. And then we color between the lines. I mean, I don't have to add the third waterfall, but I just, when I was driving around the map the other day, I was figuring, hey, that'd be another cool spot to throw another waterfall in. Alright. Now we can go a little bit bigger on our square. Alright, so that is that farmland taken care of now. So next one up is going to be field 34. And we'll turn that one on. Alright, so what do I want? I want bits 4 and 5. So we want 4 and 5, number 48. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to split. We got to be careful that I don't overpaint that going back. And this side the roads don't matter because the pink square behind us isn't done yet. I just want this nice straight line going back, butted up against this one. And you can't click your, if you mess up, you can't click your undo button when you're painting in farmlands because it messes it up. You actually have to put your other number in and fix it. Alright, now let's get you flipped around this way. Get you square to the water, then we won't have to be as neat. Alright, let's get it along the water. Oh, I can go over further with my camera. Now here's where we're going to have to butt up against the road. Coming back. Alright, now this side I don't have to be neat on quite yet. Alright, let's color in between the lines. Which I was never good at doing as a kid. Alright, so those are going to be our 3 farmlands for this area. Let's get our trees in next. Or finish our trees for this area, I should say. Alright, so let's go to places. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So this is going to be fields, where are we at? 32, 33, 34. Well, let's go 32 to 34. Alright. And then let's grab, to stay consistent, we're going to grab this birch and we're going to throw it along the road. So let me duplicate that one. Alright, I should have grabbed a different tree. And let me go edit, cut, and paste. And I'm going to put it, I'm going to get it lined pretty right back up with that one. Alright. So you're going to start about here, work your way down and around. How far off the road? Oh, no, I got to be careful because I got power lines on this side. but we're going to line them up with the trees across the street for the most part. Looks like we have a troll. Bear with me a second. Oh, I can't click on their name. I was gonna ban them, but I can't click on their name. Gotta love the bots. Well, can't wait to get a second monitor. Now, since I don't have trees to pretty much line up with across the street, I usually space them right between the telephone poles. Let's get one on the corner, closer to the corner. We have a power line there to deal with. You are going to go back a little bit further on that one since we have a power line to deal with. And yeah, right about there should be good. Now these fields I'm going to leave open and give you access to when we put this little long skinny field in across the street and some trees. I'm going to make that one, I'm going to make you work for that one. So that one you're going to have to build after you purchase it. So throw one on the corner. And then we'll get you turned this way. And again, I want to just sort of split the telephone poles. Coming back. We get one more by the bridge. And I'm going to switch over to our other tree. Alright, so let me close that. Let's grab our spruce stage 4. we'll throw one or two of those on this level yet. Just make sure you're back off the bridge far enough so you don't mess with traffic. And then we'll get some in along the water. Now these can go in a little bit quicker. I don't want to put too many because I don't want to block the views of the lake or of the water in the boat. Alright, that should, I'm not going to be about it for trees in this area. Alright, so grass is done, fields are done, farmlands are done, trees are done. Alright, let's do a save. And we'll go in game and see what this section looks like. See if we have to make any adjustments before we move to the next section. We can check out our prices for these farmlands. See how much they cost, or they're going to cost in game. But I hope everyone's doing well on this start to the weekend. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's go into Ritchie Valley. Save game 8 is what we've been using, will stay consistent. Now, we're going to go in game. If you are new to my maps, you're going to see a bunch of properties that are walled in that you do not have access to. Those areas of the map, you have to first purchase the land and then build the property before you have access to it. So by building the property, depending on what it is and where it is on the map, you have to deliver X amount of goods, either 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, or 400,000 liters each of up to 9 different or 10 different products like lumber and steel and plywall and paint and doors and windows. Alright, let's lease a truck. So I'm not going to throw any money in. We're just going to take a ride down to the new section that we're working on. So anything here to my right that's walled in, you have to build it before you have access to it. But let's head over here and see what this property looks like. Alright, so this is the farmhouse we built yesterday. Or I should say built into the map yesterday. Now, what's our new farmlands cost? Alright, so the farmhouse property is 467,000. Field 33 is going to cost you almost $1 million. And then field 34 is going to cost you 1.5 million. I can live with those prices. Yeah, this one has like working doors. You can head into the house. This one's a really nice house. Come in here, eat your Wheaties before you start farming for the day. Let's go see what these new fields feel like. Oh, I missed a spot of grass right there. Alright, hold on. While it's fresh on my mind, let's get out of here a second. And where was I? Right by the house. Right here. I'm missing some grass. Alright, hold on. Let's throw that back in real quick. This way I won't forget about it by the time we go back in game. Alright, so what do we have? Oh look, this field's even up on an angle a little bit. Millet. I'm always curious to know what crop the game spawns in. Yeah, these are a couple nice sized fields. We don't have, these are the two biggest fields so far in the valley part of the map. Plenty of grass to mow. So no shortage of grass, hay, or silage. So you have room to put more garages down here if you want. You even have room to put a silo down. You'll have room to put a grass dryer down, even a couple small animal pens down right here. Alright. I don't see anything wrong with this piece of property, but let's just take a quick drive along the road, make sure I didn't miss any grass. And then we'll move on. So again, this property here, you're going to have to build. And there's a railroad silo there that's connected to a railroad silo up on the top of the hill. Yeah, I like that piece of property. Alright, I don't see anything else I have to fix. Let's get out of here. We will jump back into the editor. Farm Chick 63, good morning. I hope you caught a little bit of that tour. Alright, so that's going to finish this section. What I had in mind for over here is just a long skinny field. So let's go back to terrain detail and let's see what we can put in. Leave room along the road for some grass. And then room for our AI to turn around. So probably about there to start with. I did, it looks great. Well, thank you. Yeah, after lunch yesterday I wasn't feeling well, so I ended up laying down. I figured I'll just lay down, close my eyes for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I'll come back on. And then I woke up, it was like 4 hours later. I woke up, it was like 4:30. So it just happened to turn out to be one of those days yesterday where my body said, no, had enough, you need to get some rest. Let me go down on my speed. Alright, that's probably a little bit too low, but yeah, let me go up a little bit. Yeah, we get this side of the canal done all the way up past the bridge to the other mountain. And then we're about halfway around the valley part of the map. So we get to the end of this side, we get this side done, we'll be 3/4 of the way around. the valley part of the map. Hope you feel better today. So far, so good. Hopefully, we'll see how we feel after lunch. I have no idea what I want today. Of course, it's only 9:30-ish almost. This one we're going to wall in after it's finished. Make it work for this one. Which is probably a good thing I took the afternoon off yesterday, because painting all this grass and putting the fields and stuff in really kill my wrists and my arthritis. And I'm actually, I'm doing a lot more today, and I probably have already painted like 2 hours worth of grass this morning. And I can feel the hands already starting to hurt. Plus, we have a cold front moving in. It's only 53 degrees for the high today. And it's damp and cold and rainy. And the wind chill's only like 47 degrees today. Alright, I want to leave. I'm going to end it here because I want to leave. We're going to take this property all the way up to the bridge. But we're going to go a little bit further. Yeah, we're going to go a little bit further, but I want to leave some room to put, we'll probably bring trees over. Actually, I'm going to leave it there because I do want to fill that with trees. So let's leave it there for now. Let's come up this way. Now, where's my skinny end and where's my fat end? Alright, we're going to have to come back up from the other direction. Or we could bump it out a little bit too, so we'll see. And I don't want to get too close to the mountain. I'll leave some room for the AI. Let's go about here for now. And we'll see what this feels like. What I could do is we could bump it out a little bit further, like step it out and come down, and then step it out and come down and step it back in, but I don't really like those weird odd-shaped fields. I don't mind a big L. Just give you more room. We'll just fill it with trees. Cut the trees down and earn some cash. JK2359 saying hello to Farm Chick. I almost I almost said to heck with it and fired up Trader Life Sim this morning. Too far. Yeah, we'll leave a good bit of grass around this field, and then we'll stick some trees in um, up to the bridge. That's where this property is going to run once we come back in here and paint the farmland in. And then the other side, I think we're going to end up with a small forest. We don't have a lot of small forests right now that you'll have access to get your lumber mill up and running with. So the last two big forests we made, I walled them in so you don't have access to them until you build them. But we're going to need a small forest early game. Which we don't have yet in the valley. So how close was I? Oh, over a little bit too far. Alright, let me cut that back a little bit. So we're square. Alright, now we just color in the lines. And we have our long skinny field. Alright. Alright, so last field was 34. So I don't want to copy, let's copy 32. And we'll make it 35. And let me just get the hair about halfway down. Somewhere about here. Let me grab my field marker. Throw it about there. And then let's grab corner 1. Alright, hold on. Let's throw our field indicator on so we can see where we're at. Alright, so you're corner 1. I guess I can drag you. No, let's just put you like I normally do. Alright, corner 1. We'll come back and adjust it. Corner 2. Throw you there for now. We'll come back and adjust you. Corner 3. About there. Alright. Actually, that looks pretty good. Let's see what corner 1 looks like. Probably come out just a hair. Alright, so I'm going to call field 35 good. Now the fun part, grass. Let's get this side done. So back to grass. Now I'm going to come up the other way and paint it back because it's easier for me to see the way the shadows on the grass fall. Yeah, this is going to be another pretty big piece of property here as well. I don't know if I can get the road edge. I'll try and get the road edge and the field edge at the same time. No, I'm not going to be able to get the right camera angle. Well, I'll do my best. Yeah, this piece of property is going to go pretty quick. Then we can move to the other side of the bridge. Get this done and then move on. I feel like we can actually get something accomplished today. No, we have to wall it in and make it buildable. Alright, that's going to slow us down a little bit. I gotta fix a couple road sections also. I can mess with that off camera. I want to take this straight line where the T is, change it to a dashed line instead of that little bit of a solid line. But I guess you really wouldn't want to pass in that section anyway, but there's still going to be a stop sign coming out, so this is a straight right away. So a lot of these T's I have to take the solid lines out and put the dashed lines back in. If I don't, it's going to drive my OCD nuts. But we can fix all of that when we put all the stop signs in and the road signs. Yeah, I thought for sure since I took a 4-hour nap yesterday afternoon that I was not going to be able to sleep. But I actually slept pretty decent last night. Alright, this side almost done. Oh, missed a spot right there. Alright, this side done. And again, I'm going to come back the opposite direction with the other side. So let's head over here. Yeah, let's get our field done first and we'll get the rest of our road edge done. So I'm not going to put the forest ground in, we're just going to put grass and then trees in. The next actual forest section we do, we'll put the forest ground down, but I'm going to leave this all grass and then just put some of the bigger trees in that you can cut down. Probably I need to fix the texture along the mountain also. Did I go too far? Yeah, I probably went too far. Oh, wrong one. Alright. And we'll fix the texture on the way back along the mountain. Anybody have any exciting weekend plans? I don't know what the family's doing yet, so I have no idea if I can stream or not this weekend. But even if I can't stream, I'll be sitting here trying to get as much of this map done as I can. I'm still 4 factories ahead, so I don't have to take any time away, at least for the next 2 weeks, to get any more factories built. So that's a good thing. So we got Dole released today. Old Man's Mill I sent to the Patreon members. That'll get released next weekend, and I have Hershey Factory ready to go. Where's my notebook? Hershey Factory's ready to go. The Leather Factory's ready to go. Procter & Gamble is good to go, and the Soda Factory's good to go. So those are going to be the next couple releases. Then after that, we're going to have to build a couple new factories, which the fill types are already in the map. We just have to build the factories. So we have the bakery to do. Those fill types are in the map. The bakery, Tasty Cake Factory, the frozen foods factory, the ice cream factory, and the sandwich shop. So all of those factories that aren't built yet, the product's already built into the map. So that'll definitely be they will be on camera builds also. So we'll mess around with those on camera. So we could just concentrate on this map for a couple more weeks. Alright, now do I need to fix any of this texture coming back? No, it actually looks pretty decent. Do I need to push the mountain back at all? Yeah, a little bit in here. Alright, let me switch to my round brush. And then let's push this mountain back a little bit. Naps always mess up my sleep at night. They usually do mine. I was really surprised I slept last night. Nothing here. Rain all weekend. Yeah, it's pretty much raining today off and on all day, and then tonight we're supposed to get a little bit heavier rain tonight. All right, so you look good. Let's clean up this area since we're going to be. This property's going to run up to the bridge, and then under the bridge all the way down. That's going to be a different property, or a different farmland, I should say. Alright, something like that. Now let me come over here and we'll start painting grass going back again. Let me go back to square for a couple minutes. Work our way down along the road and then we'll get the mountain done. Yeah, I don't. They definitely don't have any plans to go camping. So I know they're going to be. The family's going to be around the house this weekend. I'm just not sure if they're heading out anywhere, like on any day trips, or if they're just going to be around. Let me cut that back and move my camera over a little bit more so I can see. I would love to get more streams in this weekend, but it just depends what's going on at the house. Coming back along the mountain now. Alright, back to round, make it easier. Because even if they don't take the camper out, they have a Suburban that's set up for camping, kind of sorted. They have, it's got like a built-in grill. They've got this built-in storage. It's all customized. They have like a mattress in it, window shades, so they can cover all the windows up. So they can actually, if they don't take the actual camper out, they can camp in their Suburban. So a lot of times they'll go fishing or take the kayaks out. Almost done with grass. And I did spend another 2 hours watching YouTube videos, old guy gaming, on how to play Empyrion Galactic Survival. I really want that game. Alright, so grass is done. Field markers are in. Now we just got to get some trees in here and get our farmland painted. Alright, so where are we? We are field 35, right? Yep, field 35. Let me do a quick save, because we haven't saved in a little bit. It gives me a chance to grab a sip of coffee. So if nobody hears from me all weekend, that means I'm playing Empyrion. I've been waiting for it's only $20, but I've been waiting for a Steam sale. Alright, while we're waiting for that to save, let's grab our farmlands. So you're going to be field 35. I'm going to make you a little bit cheaper because it's going to be a big chunk of mountain. So let's go 0.35. So your farmland number 49. So we want bits 0, 4, and 5. 0, 4, and 5. Number 49, I believe, is what I wanted. Yep, number 45, or number 49. Oh, let me go back to square. Now you're going to come down to the road, but you're going to come down to the fence. Yeah. And then this spray road silo on the bottom is connected to the railroad silo on top. But again, we're going to have to sort of split the mountain with the property on top. And then come out to the road. Let's get our road edge done. I can go up on my speed a little bit. Rob, VTB, hello. Thank you for taking time out of the day, stopping in, saying hello. Always much appreciated. We are still working through the valley part of the valley map. We've got a nice long skinny field going on. And we're going to take it to the bridge. Pretty much where this salmon color is going to end. I'm going to overpaint a little bit and we'll fix it coming back with the next farmland. And then we're going to have to split the mountain. Yeah, I'm overpainted, but that's alright. We'll have to split the mountain with the farmland we paint in on top. Because someone has to own the mountain. And I can, since it's a good portion of the mountain, I could probably lower this farmland a little bit. Once we get it painted in, I'm going to go back in and lower the price a little bit. So it'll make more sense when we go in game. Alright, so there's going to be our farmland. Let's get our deco trees along the road first. And then we'll get our foresty trees in. And then we'll make this area buildable after we buy it. So, oh, before I forget, let's drop the price of this a little bit further. And we'll see what it looks like in game. Alright. Where are we? We are, let's go back to places. And we're on trees. I'm going to make a couple more spare transform groups because we're going to need them. Call this field 35 area for trees. So you I'm going to grab this one because it's actually on the property. No, it's going to mess up my crap. Alright, hold on. Let me duplicate that. I have to duplicate it. If not, it's going to mess up my i3D mapping. That was probably a wrong tree, a bad tree to grab, but that's alright. Let's go edit, cut, and paste. And we'll throw you right there for now. And close that mess. Alright. So I want to get these lined up with the trees across the street. This one's out of place. Come on, give me the tree. Line you up with that one. And then I can go back to this one. And then line you up with the one across the street. We can work our way down. Now how far back? I wanted to mess with the traffic. Yeah, it's about right. Wanted to use the maple tree, but the maple tree is too big for this area. Now I'm going to split the telephone poles coming back. That's about where my spacing is. We're about lined up with those maples across the street, but not really. Alright, cool. Let me get one more in. Yeah, 'cause that's going to be the end of our property. Let me get my... let's close global company. Close the roads. Let's grab our spruce stage 4. And that's my deco tree for along the mountain. And then we'll put some foresty trees in. So let's go edit, cut, paste. And then I know we're going to have some bigger trees in, but I like this tree along the mountain. Whether you choose to keep it or choose to cut it down, it is up to you. I just like how it looks along the mountain. I never cut the deco trees down. And then at some point, I'd like to mess around with that fishing boat that Pikey Poke and I were talking about a couple streams ago. Alright, so that's going to be our deco trees. Now, let me close places a minute. Let's go back down to global company. Let's close Railroad Silo 2. Now, we started making Area 6, but never finished it because we decided to leave this open. So I have Area 6 available. So I'm going to move Area 6 over here. And we're going to make this, we're going to wall this in and make you buy this. So it's on the property. Now we have our visibility group and our invisibility group. We're gonna spawn the trees into the map. Our foresty type larger size trees. So we're gonna spawn them in. So let's grab the spruce stage 5. And then we'll come over here. So we'll go edit, cut, visibility, paste. Yeah, this guy. Not super dense, just enough for you to make some cash when you buy this piece of property. And probably cut it off about here. So these trees will build in with the property. Now, since we have some space along the back, I'm going to fill that space in a little bit. With, not a lot, but with some of these bigger trees that you can cut down. As he says, not a lot, and he's filling all the gaps in. Alright, we're going to leave it at that. Alright, so we have, let's make sure, let me just fly along the bottom here a second, make sure none of these trees are floating. Alright, so that's going to be this piece of property. Now we're going to have to, let's head up to the construction site, because we're going to have to make a house build with that section of the map. So let's get that ready. So we have, yeah, we can squeeze another house in like right there. We haven't used this greenhouse in a while. We're just gonna come back here and grab this greenhouse, or the yellow one. We'll grab the green one. So let's duplicate that. And then we're working on area 6. We're gonna go edit, cut, and paste, and then we're going to grab the garage since I'm here. So let's go edit, cut, and paste, and then since we're here I need a closed section of fence, so I'll grab it. And we'll need an open section of fence. Alright, let's get the house done for this build. And I think, oh, I'm glad I grabbed the green. It's going to sort of kind of match the one across the street. Alright. Let's drop you here. And which way do I want to face you? You're going to have a garage. Let's face it this way, I think. Yeah, let's face it out this way. I'm going to put you about there. Which way did I turn the house? Yeah, you're at 90. So you go to 0. So you're about even with the house. I'll leave you there for a minute. And then let's get our fences lined up. Down on my speed. Alright, let's make sure you're lined up with height. Oh, you're lined up pretty well. So let's get you sort of there. There. So I'll need a closed section on this side. Yep. And then I'll need a closed section on this side, I think. Actually, I'm going to hold off on you. Let's go with the open section. And we'll get you lined up. Your sign's gonna mess me up, isn't it? Alright. Then let's leave this side open. Alright, so you I'm gonna delete. Let's move you down this way. Which means I need this closed section over here. And then the open section. Actually, you're going to come out a little bit further. So you got to go this way. And actually, I'm going to even you up with this guy. And you're going to come about there. Alright, so I'm going to bring you back a little bit. And bring you up a little bit. Bring you, this one, out a little bit. We'll leave a walkway between the garage and the fence. This is going to end up, you know what, this whole fence is turning out to be a disaster. Alright, hold on. I'm going to keep you. You're going, you're going, you're going. We're going to work with just this guy for a minute. Or it's not going to build right and it's going to look like crap. So let's come here and work our way back. Because I can slide that garage forward a little bit if I have to. So let's get you lined up. Yeah, come back this way. There we go. That leaves us a walkway in. And that's the only fence I'm going to put in there. Alright, now we need... Where we are we on square or are we on round? We're on square. Perfect. Let's go to our concrete. We don't need that much concrete. Oh, too far. There we go. Alright, driveway, sidewalk. Something like that. And we'll put our working parts in here. Alright, let's come up to Winston, good day. Thank you for stopping in. I have not imported your boats into the map yet because I'm not done with the canal. I'm going to add one more waterfall. So I'm going to be messing with that canal for a little bit yet. Alright, I want to grab one of these. And let's close that a second. Let's come down here. Not the bait house, not fish processing. Area 6. Yep, so we're going to go edit, cut, and paste. And we're going to drop that into driveway. Where are we? It's housing development. This construction office is starting to pick up pretty well. Alright, so... And actually what I'm going to do, hold on, we're going to... I'm going to push this driveway over a little bit. And I'm going to take this guy. Okay, why do I have a table under the map? What do you belong to? Oh, you belong to Sally's. We're not done with Sally. Sally's is going to get deleted. Okay. I brought Sally's in just to steal some parts and pieces from it, so it's going to get deleted out. Let's put you here. Ish, like so. Alright, that works. Alright, that works. So that's going to build with our back to stage 4. Alright, so that's going to build with this part of the map. Let's get the grass fixed for this house. I don't want to go down to my speed quite yet because we got to fly back across the map here in a second. I want to get 1 or 2 more trees in for this property yet. Alright, so that's going to build with our area 6. Oh, missed some grass right there. Alright, so now let's grab I'm going to grab the Now let's grab the birch. Sally's I can close. So edit, cut, paste. So we'll get a birch tree on the corner. And then let's grab a smaller one. Edit, cut, paste. Yeah, so you're going to go about there. And I want to let's throw one more over in this corner of the backyard. Alright, so this is going to build with area 6. So next step is our construction barrier. And I'll just start over here by the railroad silo. Bad Touch, good morning. Thank you for stopping in. Much appreciated. Alright, so let's grab let me duplicate that. And let's close visibility because now we're working on invisibility. So let's go edit, cut, invisibility. And then we'll try and get it lined back up. Now, which way do I want to turn you? I'm just going to keep you going that way a minute. Alright. And are you just out? Hang on. Yeah, you're just outside that fence. Perfect. This one won't take long to wall in. So if you're just joining in, we finished the farmhouse over here. We got 3 fields in on this side. We have one long skinny field on this side and then a bunch of foresty type trees. But I'm going to make you work for this piece of property. Alright, let's go this way. And let's see where you fall. Right about there. Bad Touch, were you the one that was talking about naps yesterday in our stream? Yes, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. Blaming it on you. Yesterday after the morning stream, I took the lunch break and I wasn't feeling the greatest, so I figured, all right, I'm going to lay down and close my eyes for, take a 20-25 minute power nap, and then I should be able to come back in and take care of the afternoon stream. Well, oh, is that where you went? I didn't wake back up till 4:30. It was like 4:30, 4:45 before I woke back up. So I ended up with like a 4-hour nap yesterday afternoon. But I was sick as a dog last weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I didn't eat well. Well, I couldn't eat well all weekend. My stomach was still killing, or all week. My stomach was still killing me. So I think it just caught up to me yesterday, and I just needed the extra sleep. In trouble, yay! What do I win? I wish I had some giveaways. I really do. Time is it 10:30. Doing good on time today. seem to be making a bit of progress. This is a long field. I always forget what the duplicate key is in the editor. Um, like if I'm putting one fence in at a time, it's Control D as in David. If I want to pick a tree up and make it free floating with my mouse, where I could put 100 of them at a time, just make sure it's highlighted. Hit left Control B as in boy, left click of your mouse, and that makes it. And just hold your mouse button down, and that makes it free floating, where you could put multiples in at the same time. But just head to, if you're ever not sure of key bindings, Giants Development Network has a pretty good chart with the key bindings. I refer to it every once in a while because I can't remember. My short-term memory is horrible, so I have a hard time remembering key shortcuts. And that's not just here in the editor, that's every game I play. I just can't remember key bindings. Alright, we're taking this up to the bridge. I think even if you Google Giants Developer Network keyboard shortcuts, it pretty much pops right up for you, the link to get to it. And then let me go, we're going to end right about here, so let me turn this fence back into the mountain. Something like so. Alright. Now I still need to make a couple of signs for this property. And then we gotta put our rocks and stuff in the field. Alright, let's do a quick save first. Okay, I wish everything stuck in my memory like that. Yeah, I mean, my key binding memory, my short-term memory sucks. I refer to that chart quite often. Like I said, I've been watching the YouTube series on how to play Empyrion Galactic Survival, and the key bindings in that game are tremendous. I'm gonna have a hard time remembering once I actually get in there and start playing that game. Alright, so let's get out of there a second. Let's head over to our signs. We can delete 4. I want to leave 5 here a minute. So we're going to go File, Export, Signs. And we're going to call this Build Area 6. And then we're going to take this one, go File, Export. We're going to go Open Area 6. And then we're going to go Textures, Build Area 5. We're going to go Text, and we're going to go Area 6, but not 36 font. Alright, so Open Area 6. File, Save As, Area 6. And then we're going to find, that was built, let's find Open. Open Area. Which one did we just do? Build? Yeah. No, we did. Oh, this should be the build. Oh, it don't matter. I want this one. And then you are Area 6. Oh, this is the one that had the bigger font. Alright. File, Save As, Area 6. I'll leave paint.net open for a minute. Alright, so you are now 6. And you are now 6. Alright. Before we put my signs in place, so I want my signs to unbuild completely last. I want to come up here we're going to grab the more I put into the 16x map, the slower and slower I move around in the editor. Alright, I want to grab one of these guys here. We duplicate him, and we want him to disappear with the build. So we're going to go Edit, Cut, and Paste. And that's going to get us a rusty greenhouse. So let's turn you to 0. And make sure you're sitting on the ground. And it has a rigid body, perfect. So you will not be able to get in here and steal much crop. Something like that. Now let me grab one of the rocks. Let's duplicate that. Let's go down to city block 6. And now you're going to go way down. You're going to go, let's go like 33 for now. Yeah, that works. Getting closer to size. Again, can't have you coming in here and stealing too much crop. Now if I take you, yeah, let's bring you back up a little bit. Something like that. Now we can get our sign in here. Grab this section of fence. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to put it right about in the middle of the roadway. So So file import open area 6. So edit, cut, paste, throw it there a minute. I gotta move it up one slot. Hey Barry J, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? I can get you an outhouse if you want. Thank you for stopping in, saying hello, much appreciated. Alright, so that's gonna be, so if we want to open that area, you're gonna have to go to the construction office. Now let's get our working parts in. We're almost ready to test this section. If Wheels 24/7, what's happening? How's it going? We are getting a little bit of progress done today, actually, believe it or not. Don't ask me how. We're getting some progress in, but we're getting some progress in. Alright, let's get the rest of the working parts in for this build. Alright, I need a stand. So let's duplicate that, put it in here, and bring it down to Earth, and then it's got to go this way, 290, and it's going to go right about there. Go down on my speed a little bit. Alright, now let's go file, import, build area 6. So let's go edit, cut, throw you there a minute. Now you've got to go, you also have to go up one slot. Hey Barry J, thank you for the follow, very much appreciated. Thank you for taking time out of your day, stopping in and saying hello. Alright, so if you want to open area 6, you're going to have to come over here and you're going to have to deliver 100,000 liters of clean fill, 100,000 liters of grass seed, 100,000 liters of water, and 100,000 liters of greenery to open up that section of the map. Alright, we need warning stripe next. So let's get our warning stripe in. Now you're going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to have to shorten you. No, I'll just hide you right about there. Oh, that's right. You won't see the garage. So that'll work. Next we need exact fill route. So let's go edit, cut, and paste. Yeah, if y'all just bear with me about another 10 or 15 minutes, we're going to go in-game. I'll show you what the map looks like so far, and how you're going to have to build about 80% of the map before you can use it. Alright, we need a pallet trigger next. So let's go edit, cut, paste, and we'll get our pallet trigger in here. And then I need player trigger next. And let's turn you this way. Make sure, yeah, you're down to earth, you're not floating. Alright, so our player trigger is going to go right there, and then I need a camera. So let's come up here. So let me minimize zoom in. So I need this camera. So let's go edit area 6 and paste. And it has to go just right there for the build. Alright. So we have, let me think, we have visibility's done, invisibility's done. Our farmland is painted in. Yeah, we're ready to put the working parts in, and give about another 10 minutes, we'll have this up and running. Alright, so let's come over here to area 6. And let's get all of our user attributes in to make this work. So first one is a string. Next one up is a script callback. Then I need another string. And then I need a float. Alright, so there's my 4 user attributes. What farmland number did I just paint in? Number 49. So you are number 49. You are area 6. And then I need this command here. And then I need this command here, but we change it from area 5 to area 6. Alright, that should be all of our map work done. Let's save the map. While the map is saving, let's go to our 110. We're going to take area 5. We are going to paste it in. We're going to take area 5. We're going to replace it with area 6. Careful not to change that one. And then we're going to take our global company, area 5, let's copy that, paste it in. This one gets renamed area 6. And then all we have to do is change the name so we're going to keep the same build. So we don't have to make any other changes to the XML except for our i3D mapping. So we have to come back down to area 6. Area 6, invisibility. And I need my i3D mapping. So you are number 130. So you are 130, 131, and 132. Alright, let's fire up the map, and we should have our new area on the map to build. Insert part A into slot B and wait, pretty much. Alright, save game 8. I'm still not happy with this picture. I'll need to find something with the picture of a valley, not something that's completely flat. but finding royalty-free pictures are pretty tough in Google. But I definitely want to change out this picture. So I think we're up to 33, either 33 or 34 items on the map that you have to build. I can't remember. First thing I want to do real quick is just make sure I have no obvious Lua errors with the new area we're going to build. Let me just check this real quick. And we have no Lua errors. Alright, so we're good. So let's grab some cash. Let's grab a little bit of speed. I want to grab 2 trucks. And you'll see why I'm buying 2 trucks here in a second. Alright, let's drive down to the new area on the map. So everything that you see, if you're just joining and haven't seen this map build before, everything that you see with a construction barrier in it has to be built. So for instance, this is going to tell me it's a future home of Napa, so that area you're going to have to build to get Napa Sell Point. This is telling me it's a future home of Domino's, so it's going to have to be built if you want to use Domino's as a sell point. Yeah, I hear you honking at me. So everything that's fenced in, you're going to have to build it after you buy the land. So let's head down to our new section of the land map that we're working on. So this map is going to be more of a construction simulator instead of farming simulator. You're going to have to build about 75 to 80% of the map in order to use it. We get our decorative ships in here at some point this weekend. As soon as I get the last waterfall in. Alright. So we are coming up on Area 6 in front of us. And we're going to leave our truck here. And I'm going to back out as far as I can. Well, where can I get a good camera angle to watch this area build? Let's come down here a little bit further first. But anyway, if you want to build that area of the map, you're going to have to go to the construction office, which we're headed to next. I just want a good spot for our truck to sit in. So we can watch this area build. Alright, let's spin around over here a second. And I'm just going to stay parked here a minute. Alright, we're going to stay parked here a second. And let me grab, because my eyes are really bad, so let me check out my phone real quick. Thank you for the follow, Linda Listen 420. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Very much appreciated. Alright, now let's grab our second truck. So I want that one over there so we can flip to it. And let's head down to the construction office. And yes, what you see up in the air is a working monorail. And there are 3 of them in the map. And the monorail moves workers around the map, and you need workers in your factories in order to make your factories operate. So let's head down here. To the construction office. Alright, I think we're up to 30, I can't remember, it's either 33 or 34 items so far that you have to build. So, you have, whatever area on the map you want to build, you have to find your correct sign. Whether it's a city block or an Aldi's sell point or, you know, the smokehouse. So you have, whatever area on the map you want to build, you have to come over here and find your correct sign. We're going to build Area 6. We have to buy Area 6 on the map first. And so Area 6 is going to cost us $1 million. So now that we have Area 6 bought, we should get a global company menu. We do. So now you're going to have to deliver 100,000 liters of clean fill, grass, water, and greenery here to make that area build and open. Just for testing purposes, I'm going to buy, this option will not be available when the map's released, but for testing purposes it needs to be a little bit quicker. Alright, so now this area of the map is going to start to, well, here there's nothing to build. On this part of the map it's going to unbuild and open. Did that go active? Just make sure that went active. It went active. Okay. So let's head over here. I'm going to go to 2,000 speed. And essentially this area is going to open up. The rusty greenhouse runes are going to go away. The rocks are going to go away. Your forest is going to build in. Should take 4 in-game days. So, give me a second, I will catch up on chat. Just want to make sure this is going to build fine before I jump out of here. So all your trees are building into the map. Your construction barriers going away. And then all of the greenhouses and the rocks will go away. Linda, Listen 420 just subscribed with tier 1. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Really helps the channel grow. One of these years, maybe 10 years from now, I'll actually make partner. Alright, so this area is now completely opening up. Let's flip back to our other truck. Now, as that area builds, this house will build into the map. So let me go down to 1 speed. Now, all of our triggers and stuff, yeah, all of our triggers are gone. So that is now 100% build. So as you build each section of the map, this whole area down here is going to turn into a housing complex. And all of these signs will disappear with each build. And then now this area is completely open and free for you to use. If you choose to buy it and build it. This is a nice field, actually. Ignore the map, it's only temporary. We'll have a better map once we're closer to the end of the build. Yeah, this is a nice field. You got plenty of trees to cut down, earn some cash, plenty of grass to make silage out of. Alright, let's get out of here, or we'll never get anything done. Because I can spend all day driving around the map. Anytime I think about map building, all I have to do is watch a stream like this, and that feeling goes away instantly. So essentially, after you build every single section on the map, this is what this housing development is going to look like so far, minus all the signs. So that's this whole area after the map is built is going to turn into this housing development. So that is, let me just make sure we had no other errors pop up in here. Alright, cool. So that section of the map we're now going to call done. So now we're going to work on this next section, which is going to be, I'm probably going to, let's fly over here and see what we've got going on. So the next section we need to work on in the valley. So let me fly out here a second if y'all are, those of you are new to this map build. So we're calling it, here let me zoom out here a little bit. So we have Center Mountain, which is going to be all of your commercial and residential and sell points, animal dealer, vehicle shop. And then we have the valley part of the map surrounded by the canal, which then takes you to Outer Mountain, and then an Outer Mountain runs around the perimeter of the map. And that's where your mining is going to be, and your stone crushing and processing is going to be. There are 4 major bridges, one north, south, east, and west, to get you from Center Mountain across the valley to Outer Mountain. And then there's a couple roads that run down the mountain, cross the bridge, and then back up the mountain. There are 3 trains running around the map and 3 monorails running around the map. But we're going to work on this section now between the bridge and the road. And we don't have a early game forest. So this area here is pretty much going to turn into an early game forest, because you're going to need to get your sawmill up and running. And let me fix this divot in the ground. Alright, let's go to 105.148. And let me get this area of the map just flattened back out. Yeah, we gotta. I'm gonna have to fix this. When I put the mountain in, it was pretty rough. So let me just fix this area of the map here real quick, and then we'll work on this mountain a little bit. So let me get this area nice and flat. And I could probably, yeah, we could probably push this mountain back a little bit as well. So let's get a nice flat area here to work with. I'll probably put forest on both sides of the road here. You're going to need to get the Mammoth Mill up and running. You're going to need to get the Table Company up and running. You're going to need to get the Electric Company up and running, or you're not going to be able to build anything on the map. Alright, so let's go to, let me take my strength down a little bit. And let's go back to round. Oh, wrong way. And let's just bring our mountain back. So it doesn't look like a cliff. Alright. Cool. Now let's come down here and work our way back. Yeah. Work around these train bridges a little bit. Alright, let's go back to, okay, we're on round. Let me grab my grass texture first. And let's push the mountain back now to where it belongs. Sorry, no pizza to start with. No pizza to start with. This map's going to have very little global company built into it. It's all going to be place your own. So you're going to have to put all your own factories down. The only thing that's built into this map is the mining, stone processing, the slaughterhouse, the poultry house, and fishing, your fish bait and your fishing boat and your fish processing. That's the only thing built into the map. Everything else is place your own. So you have to customize the map to your liking. Alright, let's fix this mountain here a little bit and get rid of this weird lump. Alright. So when I put these mountains in, they were pretty rough when I roughed them in. So let's, hold on, let me get my camera over here at the angle I want it at. Alright, let's get this pulled back up a little bit. So it doesn't look like just want it to flow a little bit better. I want to get rid of this weird area right here. Alright, that's going to look a little bit better. Now let me bring, oh, we're still on replace, yes. Alright, so let's flatten this back out. And then just give it a quick smooth. Alright, that's going to fix our mountain. Now the other thing I'm going to have to torture you with is I'm gotta underpaint my road. I usually do this off camera, but I didn't think I'd get to this part of the map today. Just need to paint it from here back to the bridge. Farm chick at Bad Touch also asked the realtor if the neighbors are quiet. I don't like noisy neighbors. Your farmhouse comes with state-of-the-art soundproof. Yeah, Farm Chicks already has her farmhouse picked out on this map. And I'm seriously thinking of making that the starting, one of the starting sections on the map in New Farmer mode. But I haven't decided yet. That the piece of property we worked on yesterday is probably one of my favorites on the map so far. Alright, well, you know what? I fixed all that grass texture and we gotta paint over all that grass texture anyway. So I forgot, we're gonna put forest ground down. And we're going to leave a spot in here for so you can put some sawmills and stuff down. I underpaint the road because it's easier when we build the map at the very end. When we do our PDA and map at the very end of the build, and we make all the roads invisible to make the PDA, I know exactly where the roads are when it's time to get them onto the map. So it just makes it easier for me at the end of the build when it's time to come up with a really nice looking PDA. And I like how it looks in game with the gravel running along the road. Alright, so you are going to be forest on, I'm thinking, both sides of the road. So we need a really big early game forest. I may even cut this in half and make it two separate properties, which we're probably going to do. We'll make it two farmlands, so it's a little bit less expensive. Alright, so now, for now, let me slide you out of the way a little bit. Alright, let's go to, yeah, let's grab our forest ground and let's go to round. Let's get do I want to leave a little bit of grass along the road? At this point, not now. Paint it up too high. Let's back that out a second. I hate when the forest goes up onto the mountain. Alright. I don't mind if I end up with a little bit of grass along the road. We still got a little bit of a divot right there. That's alright. Need a hole for your Scorpion King to fall into. Alright, now that we're at the shadows, it's a little bit easier to see. Yeah, this part's, we're not going to make you build this part of the map, like I said, because you're going to definitely need an early game forest. Probably do this side of the road. I'll probably work on both sides of the road first, and then we'll paint our farmlands in. This should go pretty quick. Okay, let's get you the right paint tool. Yeah, I would love to jump in game and show off a lot of this map, what we have done so far, but if I do that, then nothing gets done. And I end up driving around the map for like in half an hour. Alright, I'm probably going to go about another 15 or 20 minutes, and I'm going to get out of here for lunch. So I'll be out of here for an hour. And as long as I don't do what I did yesterday and lay down and fall asleep, we'll be back in about an hour. So I would love, because as soon as we get these two pieces of land done, we'll have like 3/4 of the valley done. The valley part of the map. So now my mouse is starting to jump a little bit. One of these days I'll get a new mouse. It doesn't glide anymore, it just jumps. Yeah, this side of the road is going to be all trees. Let me flatten that a little bit right there. Now we got to bring our Cliff Rock Dark down a little bit further. Alright. Now that we have that fixed, let's go back to our forest ground. We'll take it up to the corner. So that's this side of the street. The other side of the street, we're going to have, I'm going to leave a space open for you to put a couple placeables down, and then we'll fill the rest of it with trees. I'm hoping you can get the Mammoth Mill in here. Actually, let's check that really quick. Let me do a save. The map here wouldn't be available by any chance. This map is only about, we're 40 days into about a 4-month build. So we still have about 2 or 3 months before this map is ready. Now I do have 4 other maps already released. Ritchieville, Ritchie's Hollow, Ritchie Island, and Ritchie Homestead. Yeah, before I finish this section and spend 6 hours turning it into a forest, I want to make sure that I can get a couple placeables in here first. Oh, yeah, thank you, Wheels. Exclamation point Trello will, or exclamation point maps will get you to our Trello board. And our Trello board has the links to our other maps. And exclamation point Facebook will get you to our Facebook group. And on our Facebook group, I usually post daily updates. Myself, Dixie, Papa Smurf are always around answering questions or giving anybody help that needs help with the map or any of our maps. Alright, I just want to make sure I can get some placeables to actually, hold on, before I do that. I don't have my mods folder updated. Let me run in here really quick and make sure I have the latest Mammoth Mill. I don't. So let me copy this into here. And then the other one I want to make sure I have is, let me make sure I have the latest Table Factory. And I want to make sure I have the latest Sparkies. And those are the ones I'm putting in my map now are the ones that are on the Trello board. Miner's Mill I have, no, Miner's Mill we don't need. Alright, those are the major ones. So now let's head into game. And I want to make sure I have enough room right there to put these factories down. If not, I'm going to move this forest to a different spot. Winston's been hard at work on his map. He sent me pictures this morning. It's looking really, really awesome. Alright, for now, since I don't have the farmlands painted in, I'm just going to buy the entire map and throw some cash in here. Because I don't have the farmlands, a lot of the farmlands painted in yet. Let's grab, let's buy a truck real quick. And I'll take you for a very short cruise around the lake. So everything that you see fenced in you have to build. Ignore all these trees, that's a staging area. That area of the map's not done yet. And all those houses to my right are not done yet, but everything here to the left is done. This is our lake and cabin rentals. So just take a cruise over this way. I'll show you a little bit of the top of the mountain that is done. So I'll come up here on the bridge and then I'll turn around. So we do have a lot of traffic on this lake. Or some traffic on this lake. Yeah, I'll spend a couple minutes driving around the map and then I'll get out of here for lunch and then I'll come back in about an hour. And we'll work on the forest after lunch. So we have your church and soccer fields to my right. The rest of the lake is on the left. The lakeside bar, I don't like those red umbrellas. They're going to get changed out to blue to match the sign. I just haven't gotten that far. Now over here, you're going to have a boat ramp where you can bring your boats over on your trailer and then back them down into the lake. And Papa Smurf is hard at work on a couple things for me. So let me back up a little bit. Let me grab my store delivery mod. Papa Smurf is working on this guy with a trailer. So you could back this guy down into the lake. And then you can cruise around on the lake with this guy when you need a break from farming. So you can cruise around and have some fun. And then Papa Smurf, let's jump out of here a minute. And he is also hard at work on this boat with a trailer. So you should be able to jump back this one, come over with your trailer, back this one down into the water. And then with this boat too, you should be able to come in here and cruise around the lake. This boat looks really cool. So both of these boats are still in the works. Alright, let's head down to that area I want to put the forest in and see if we have room to put factories in there. So animal dealers in and working. So you come in here, pick your animals up, and then just cruise right through and around. And then right here are your bale sales points. So that's your barn right there. This will be one of two BGAs. So this is the BGA for the valley. So this BGA is in and working. And then this gas trigger is also in and working. So I can fill up right there. And then these bunkers are working as well. That's in and working. So I want to see if I have enough room to put factories down before I spend a couple hours building a forest over here. That should be. So to my right, that's one of two oil wells, but you have to build it in order to use it. Well, you have to open it in order to use it. But that's one of the oil wells. So you can get oil for your diesel refinery. But I want to make sure I have enough room to put... Ooh, wrong one. I want to make sure we have enough room to put Mammoth Mill down. Yeah, there's going to be plenty of room here. Perfect. So we could put our mill right here. And actually, you could fit this way as well, right? Oh, even better. Yeah. So we could put our mill down. And we can start making our lumber and stuff. We could put the table company down. Yeah, plenty of room to put the table company down. And then there should be plenty of room to put Sparkies down. Alright, so how much room is that? So where do I want to... So on this side of the road, when we get to it after lunch, I want to leave about this much space open so you can put your placeables down. And then we'll, about halfway down to the bridge, the rest of this will be trees. And then this side of the road, we'll put all trees in. Alright. Since we're going for a slight tour of the map, let's head back up the mountain. Take it to Outer Mountain. And then I'm going to get out of here for lunch. That house is just a placeholder. We're going to build a farm right there. It's nothing up here on Outer Mountain has done except for mining. I haven't even started this section of the map yet. Other than the roads, the trains, and the monorail. Railroad crossings are not in yet. So, but over here are your mines. But again, you don't have access to them until you build them or open them. So down in the pit, you have your coal mine, your ore mine, your rock mine, your nickel mine, your copper mine, and your sandstone mine. All down in there. And we have 4 tall bridges, 1 north, south, east, and west that go across the valley from Outer Mountain back to Center Mountain. Cows on the boat. Did you catch that? Cows on the boat, then the flags say eat more chicken. Because we still have to build a Chick-fil-A sell point at some point. But let me just park over here for a second. And then I'm going to turn on... Oh, wrong one. Let me turn on switch to trains. Because we should have... Yeah, somewhere over here. Where's that boat? Oh, don't you dare hit me. We have a surfboarding dog on this boat. And then the other boat, if I can find it. Let's zoom in a little bit. We have an advertisement for Chick-fil-A. It says, eat more chicken. So they're cruising around the lake. But let's get to... So we have 3 trains that run around the map. And Winston did an awesome job on the Support Our Troops train. This thing was phenomenal. So there's 2 liquid tankers you can haul liquids around the map, and then 4 cars where you can haul your grain around the map. So 3 trains, 1 on the north loop, 1 on the south loop, and then 1 that runs around the outside perimeter of the map. Again, this outer mountain is 90% unfinished. And then we have our working fishing boat. So once you get it up and running, there are 6 spots on the water that you bring your boat out to and drop off fish bait, wait 24 hours, and then pick up your seafood. And then we have 3 monorails that run around the map, and you transport your workers around the map on your monorail. The 3 monorails run on top of the 3 trains. So you can transport your workers around the map. So as you can see, not much is, we haven't even begun to touch this outer section of the map yet, other than the roads and rail. So that's why it's still going to take a couple more months to build the map and finish the map. That part is done right there. That's fenced in. That's something that you have to build. It's one of the railroad silos. As soon as we get back to Center Mountain, I'm going to get out of here for an hour. So the area below me you have to build. And it's a farm and a railroad silo. So you can hold grain. It holds grains and liquids. Oh, now that on the trains is freaking awesome. I dare say he's gonna top this hit his brilliant work with this map. But yeah, um, love the monorail. So lots and lots and lots of map work to do. This is pretty much on top of Outer Mountains going to be all farmlands, fields, and forests and meadows. And 80% of this outer mountain, once we get to it, you're gonna have to build after you buy the property and open it. So you're gonna have to work for it. Again, below me is another railroad silo that you're gonna have to build after you buy it. The train I did was worth the time it took to do it. Definitely, definitely. I love the God Bless Our Troops train. All right, so I'm gonna slow down and I'll show you what one of the railroad silos looks like when it's built. So the apartment complex is worker storage, and I have it pre-filled for testing. The first car is an engine that doesn't hold anything. Those workers are always in there. Now if I pull up a little bit further, I'm going to get on my HUD, you're going to see a start filling, and I'm going to fill it with workers. And it's actually filling with, if I didn't camera snap it, it's actually filling with workers. And then if we pull up a little bit further to the second car behind the engine, I can fill it with workers. And then you can also store workers here for your factories. So you can transport your workers around the map. Now, in front of me on the ground is a railroad silo. So you can transfer from truck to train and train to truck, and then transfer from train to train. So that's not finished yet. Now this will take us back to Center Mountain. So it drives over the train bridge. And I'm going to start slowing down a bit. So we're coming up onto Central Station, and the apartment complex is another silo. So now I can unload my workers here if I want to store them here. And then I can transfer them to the other monorail and take them to the north end of the map. But this is also a railroad silo, so it'll hold all of your grains and all of your liquids. So I can transfer from truck to train and train to train and train to truck. And then this holds not all of the pallets, but all the pallets used to build other products with. So we'll use eggs to make other products with. We'll use the steak and mutton and bacon to make other products. So anything that you need to make, that you use to make in another product is stored here in pallets. And then same thing with dry storage. So anything that's used in another factory is stored here. And then all of your end products like your pizza and your beer, there's no storage for. So you have to either keep it in your factory until you're ready to sell it, or just take it straight to a sell point. So I'm no longer storing end of the run products. I'm only storing products used in other factories. And where's my global company menu? So right now, I think there's like 35 items stored in this one. And there's like 45, 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, 45 items stored in this one. But I can hold up to 125 in each building. So there's plenty of room for expansion in those two buildings. Calderson 93, welcome. I'm also making the George Bush locomotive that goes with. Oh, sweet. All right, I'm going to get out of here for lunch. Let me get out of here. I'm going to throw you all on ending soon. As soon as this closes. Yep, throw you all on ending soon. I'm going to save the editor and close it. I'm going to get out of here for about an hour. And Farm Chick, have a great lunch. Thank you. Yeah, give me about an hour and we'll work on that next forest section that we started. And we'll continue working our way through the valley part of the map. So I want to thank everybody for stopping in. Much appreciated. Appreciate all the new follows. Appreciate the new tier 1 sub. Much appreciated. Catch everybody in about an hour.